welcome back to another iteration of Meet the Leadership. Today we are here with Spare. Spare, how you doing today?
I'm doing swell. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. As you know, I've come to be the interviewer of all of our leadership members. So today I'm here to ask you a few questions, a little bit about yourself.
Sounds good.
All right. So starting off, where did you get the name Spare?
So people who knew me back in like 2019 when I first joined, it was Spare Coochie, and obviously that was my name before I joined EGO. I was like my comp name whenever like that whole meme was popular, and I just like never changed it. And then I joined EGO for obvious reasons. If I wanted to be a member, I had to change it. So I was like, okay, a little salty about that, but whatever. So I had like a couple other options, or a couple other like things I was gonna choose from as like iterations with like my name, but I just chose with Spare. So
Okay. So, all right, I'm a little stuck on Spare Coochie. How did you get that name?
you know the meme, right? The Squidward Spare Coochie meme, like the Spare Coochie meme, you know?
Oh, this. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't really. I
yeah,
got you.
when I played comp, that was like the big meme, and like a lot of people were saying it. So I was like, I'll just change my name for whatever reason. I was probably like like way younger than I am now. So I was just like, oh, it's pretty funny. And then it just changed to Spare. So
Okay. All right. So as you know, there are a few gaming communities out there.
yeah.
Why did you choose EGO and how did you come across it?
So for those of you who know my the EGO advisor Zach, the JB advisor, that's my brother. I think I went into his room and just saw him playing Jailbreak, and I was like, oh, what's that? And he goes, he explained it to me. I was like, oh, it's this gaming community Jailbreak, there's CT&T, all that good stuff. And I was like, oh, cool. And so I think randomly, and keep in mind, I played on a Mac. I didn't have my PC, so I was debating whether or not he would be able to even run CS. But I was just like, sure, whatever. I'll hop on this server. I think I joined CT and I free code and I got swapped. I was like, wow, this place sucks, and I left. And for whatever reason, I joined back, and then the rest is history. So I don't know why I stayed, but Zach got me into it, so I want to be here, I guess, without him. So shout out to my
Well,
bro.
shout out to Zach. So Spare went from free killer to one of the leadership members we have here at EGO. What do you value the most within EdgeGamers?
Probably the people I've met. I guess I wouldn't be here without like all the people that I've met. Kind of being in like as I started, I kind of got bored, but then I got like E and then EG, and I had a little more to do. But then I got bored with that. But then you got EG, then you get AT, then your manager, senior, community manager. So I got like something else to do after like a decent amount of time. So like with that, like having more to do and helping out and stuff like that, in addition to all the people I've met. Obviously some people have come and go, but the majority of friends that I've made, are the reason why I stayed. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, of course, aside from your brother, what are some of the key memories you've met that helped you throughout your time here in EGO?
I love like the late night JB. That's a lot of fun. I always remember those like goofing off, or like since obviously I have like manager perms, like abusing and like obviously in a fun way. So keeping servers like happy and making all those memories are a lot of fun. Doing a lot of like pop flashes, or comp games with like other EGO people. Those are a lot of fun. Just kind of like all those things that I like a lot, and all the memories I've made with those like certain group of friends, either late night JB or just like being in a Discord call with a bunch of people and messing around on JB is a lot of fun. So just like those little experiences have made me stay for a while. So yeah.
Okay, and what's your most memorable experience here in the EdgeGamers?
Most memorable? I mean, probably those late night JB games, like those late night when there's not a lot of people on. It's just kind of like chill. Those like what I probably enjoy the most. Because it's not chaotic. There's not like there's not a lot of rule breakers on, so you don't have to worry about like admin a lot. You just kind of like have fun and make a lot of laughs. So probably that. Oh, actually no. There was a long time ago, back when I think I was an EG or EGO, and when there was like again late nights, so we maybe like bend the rules a little bit. I think I created, or like maybe me and some other people would like create like some like weird funny game to where like everyone would all the T's would like go in the middle, and there'd be like some like secret murderer or whatever, and like everyone would have to figure out who it was, or like I don't know, just like goofy games like that, or like making up things like that. Like that was like such a long time ago, like, and I remember that. I don't know if anyone would remember that or was here to remember that, but things like that were a lot of fun. Just like kind of creating, like obviously like JB is a very repetitive like things, like coming up with like like different like more fun things to do. And obviously it's a lot changed now than it was back then. Just coming up with like fun games or creative things to do is what I remember like the most about this, and just making friends and stuff.
Okay. All right. Give me a second, because I can't also read and surf it. I'm just really bad at surf too.
Yeah.
So outside of EGO and the game supported that we supported, of course, what other games do you enjoy to play?
I believe I've been getting into Valorant a little bit. Kind of not a too serious gamer, so I'm not like super competitive. I don't really care about my rank a lot, so play Valorant. I've been getting into like modded Terraria, whatever you want to pronounce it. So that's pretty fun. Play some VR games like Beat Saber. Blade and Sorcery is pretty fun. All those other games. Yeah, I just kind of play around whatever I'm in the mood for. Oh, and Minecraft a bit if I'm playing with like friends or on like an online server or whatever. So those are all fun.
Okay. All right. And there's always going to be a debate amongst the games we play outside of EGO, of course.
Hmm.
But if you had to choose just one between single player and multiplayer, we'll broaden it out. What would you rather do?
Probably multiplayer, because I feel like a lot of games, like for instance Minecraft, it's single player and multiplayer, but I feel like every time I try to start a single player world, I get really bored because I don't have anyone to show what I'm doing, and unless I'm like streaming it or playing with friends, I get like really bored of it. So like playing multiplayer Minecraft is a lot more fun, but then again, like games like Subnautica, that's like a story mode single player game. Like I enjoy that a lot too, but I guess it's like just a generic, like if I had to choose, probably multiplayer.
Okay. Are there any skills you've picked up while within EGO, either gaming related or used, that you brought with you in real life?
Well, yeah, as I said before, I was originally on a Mac, and I didn't get a PC just for EGO. Like I enjoyed gaming so much, and obviously like the 60 whatever FPS I got on a Mac wasn't very fun. And when I didn't have a mouse, I played on a trackpad. People remembered me as the trackpad admin. So I think getting a PC and playing Valorant, playing CS, like all these other games, like EGO, and at least like playing games like this, like made me get a PC just because I enjoyed it so much. So I guess all the skills I played during this, was because of how much I enjoyed them. But I don't think there's really any like specific like gaming skills, or because I'm not very like I'm not a very good movement player or a good aimer or whatever, or anything by means. But whatever skills I've made, or at least like all the skills I've done, have been because of like CS and stuff like that. So.
Okay. All right. This is one of my favorite questions to ask. If you could have one food item for the rest of your life, and when I say this, I mean like it's one thing. It can be prepared different ways, but it's one thing. It magically appears in front of you. You don't have to worry about buying it. You don't have to worry about any of the hassles that come with having to worry about food nowadays.
It won't affect your body and stuff.
Well, nope, none of that. It could be chocolate cake. I don't give a. It's what you're gonna eat the rest of your life. You'll be okay. You get all the nutrition you need. That's all you get, though. Just one food item.
I gotta think about this. One food for the rest of my life. Dude, I don't know. That is a hard question.
Tell me you never just sat down and told yourself, I came to it. I could just have this one thing for the rest of my life. One thing so good that you're just like, I could eat this the rest of my life.
Dude, I don't know. Probably donuts, I guess. Donuts are fire. They got like sprinkles. You got like filled. Filled are the best. Anyone who doesn't like filled, it's like that's a crime. It has to be a crime. But yeah, probably donuts. They're pretty good if it didn't affect my weight at all. But those are pretty good. So if I had to choose like one thing that didn't affect my weight or anything like that, then yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. Now, one part I didn't explain with this hypothetical question. Unfortunately, you are on an island. However, on this island, you get infinite donuts of your choosing. However, it's the only thing you can eat. Now, you have donuts in one hand. You're enjoying life right now. But you get to take one thing with you to this island. What are you taking?
One thing with me to the island, like non-food thing?
Non-food thing. It could be anything.
Dude, I don't know, because I could say my PC, but that's only one thing. You'd also need like Wi-Fi and stuff like that, so that wouldn't work.
Okay, hypothetically, there is Wi-Fi on this island.
Oh yeah,
and I will allow like a monitor to be brought, with the PC. I'll allow it. I will say you brought a laptop.
I'll take my PC I'll forever get good at games on the island. I got my donuts in one hand, I got my PC in one hand. I'll be the best gamer ever.
Yeah, icing all over the keyboard. I like it. All right. Second person to say they'll bring their PC and or phone with them. All right. Seeing as you've been within the community for a decently long time, what's one piece of advice you would give to new members joining, or people who are looking at becoming a member of EdgeGamers?
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Like meet friends. Like don't be afraid to apply to like mapping or server specialist if like that's what you're passionate or interested about. The worst they can say is no. Again, like meet a lot of people, and I've been here for a long time. Just like don't take gaming too seriously, like in terms of like how you play. Like, I see a lot of people on like JB like taking like how many CT kills they have, how many T kills they have, like way too seriously. All that stuff. So just enjoy the games you have. Don't care what other people think. Just enjoy what you want to do.
What do you mean? You got to pack the KD on JV. What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. All right, with the highly anticipated release of CS2 coming out, how do you see the Edge Gamers Counter-Strike community moving forward in the future for
Yeah,
its release?
yeah, so obviously we don't really know much about like when it's gonna come out, what it's gonna do to the servers. For all we know, it could be the server, the community servers can be out for a month, and people have to touch grass. Very very scary thought for some people, I'm sure. But where we had some plans to like add some more features and stuff like that, not just because of CS2, but they were obviously put on hold because we wouldn't want to make like tech do a bunch of stuff and then CS2 comes out and they'd have to redo it or it ruins everything. So we have some plans to add some cool stuff after it. Hopefully it doesn't make everything too complicated. I know there's like at least I think I saw some video that there's like a new like mapping system. So we'll maybe like marketing on like making like a video explaining like all the mappings. So maybe people who are already in mapping or people who are interested in mapping will get like more incentive and more of a motive to join it because all the different features. So that'd be kind of cool to advertise the different type of features. I'm curious to see like because obviously like the new smoke is like way different than. I'm kind of curious how that's going to be, especially on like jailbreak. That's just going to be a whole other thing. So we obviously don't know what to expect in terms of like what it's going to do to the servers, but it's more or less kind of a wait and see game. But we have a lot of ideas, obviously, that I don't want to like spoil or whatever because it's going to be like a somewhat surprise of like a lot of new implementations for like jailbreak or just like new ideas that we're thinking of. And so hopefully it doesn't make everything bad, but worst comes to worst, people will have to go outside for a month or so.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't the mapping already out for CS2?
I don't know actually.
I thought they released the mapping way before like started giving out keys and
I don't know, cause I saw like some like thing on like one of the videos, like you could like text. I mean, cause I don't know anything about like mapping, cause I never like made a map or helped make a map before. But like I saw like some like cool features that I've never seen before. I've seen like my brother work on or whatever. So I don't know if they released it yet or if they're when they're going to, but I'm not sure.
all right. Well, that's sorry, that wasn't a part of the interview.
No, you're
That
good. Yeah, actually, I genuinely don't know.
all right, last question. Actually, I have two more for you.
Yeah.
So we started off this interview getting to know about how you ended up in Edge Gamers. It was because of your brother, Zach.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have surpassed him in rank?
I mean, I don't really think about it. I mean, we got like EG at the same time, and then we both got like EGO at the same time. I think we got like AT at the same time, and I think he like took a break, and then I think I just got manager. But I mean, hey, maybe one day he'll take my spot. So who knows?
All right. And last question of the interview. So it's been brought to my attention that all members of leadership have to partake in what's known as a must Oreo challenge. I have to know, have you done it?
Perhaps it might have been in the call with just me, Belt, and Legend, and it was half kind of. I mean, but yeah, it was like a while ago, but it was just kind of like a private call between him, Legend, and or Belt, Legend, and I. So I did it, but it was kind of.
Describe the experience.
Uh,
What does a must Oreo taste like?
Disgusting because my dumb self didn't shake the bottle, and so you got all the like the gross juice out of it. And I spilled some of it on my mouse pad, but it was not very pleasant. But thankfully that was a while ago. Don't have to do it again. No one saw it. No harm, no foul.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Just hearing the whole juice part of the mustard just kind of made me wish I never asked the question.
I don't know why I did shake it, or honestly, I don't know why I didn't go get a different Oreo or whatever. But it was not very pleasant. I think I gagged, but it was kind of funny because I think Belt made fun of me for it, or like when he gave me the award in like on the forums. I don't even remember what he wrote for it, but it was kind of it's kind of funny though.
What if I told you that one of them was secretly recording
What
and I
Belt?
have in my possession?
Oh well, I mean,
a video.
I don't even think I showed my face when doing it. I think I just like showed him that I had it and then I ate it off camera. So if you did show it, then I don't think I'd be too worried about it.
I
But
was
if
okay. I'm just messing with you
yeah,
anyway. All
I
right.
was about to say I would have figured if I would record it, but
All right. I believe that is the end of our interview. Spare, thank you so much for your time today.
no
Do you have
problem.
anything you'd like to add or anybody you'd like to shout out as we bring this interview to a close?
Shout out Zach, got me into it. Shout out to the KZ guys who, that was like one of the main friend groups I had back then. So shout out to all of them that are still around and, not banned. Shout out to like Belt and, Sant and all those people that have been here since like 2019 when I joined. Those are all my boys, my big group of friends. So, they've been the reason that I stayed and enjoyed it as much as I have now. So, yeah. Shout out to all of them.
All right, folks, there you have it. Hopefully, you learned a little bit more about our community manager, Spare. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the post below when it is posted on the EGO forums. Thank you, Spare, for your time again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah, no problem. You too.
Thank you.